Welcome to our Karnataka Pharmacy Study Series. Today, we're focusing on human anatomy and physiology, one of the key subjects for D-Pharm, RRB pharmacist, and other competitive exams. We'll go through the top 25 most important multiple-choice questions to help you learn, prepare, and succeed. Let's get started. Let's start with a fundamental question from human anatomy. What's the basic structural and functional unit of the human body? The options are tissue, organ, cell, and system. The correct answer here is cell. Cells are the building blocks of life, the smallest units that carry out all the essential functions. Understanding this is key as we dive deeper into anatomy and physiology throughout this study. Let's look at a key question from human anatomy. Which organelle is called the powerhouse of the cell? The options are nucleus, ribosome, Golgi apparatus, and mitochondria. The correct answer is mitochondria. They're the tiny power plants inside cells, generating the energy cells need to function. This question helps us focus on essential cell biology, a foundation for understanding how our bodies work. It's a great example of the kind of knowledge we need to learn and prepare for success in pharmacy studies. Let's focus on the normal resting heart rate in adults. The correct range is between 60 and 100 beats per minute. That's the sweet spot where the heart is working efficiently without strain. Rates below or above that can signal different health issues. This question helps us understand a key vital sign, something every healthcare professional needs to know. It's a fundamental piece in human anatomy and physiology, especially for those preparing in pharmacy or medical fields. Let's take a closer look at the natural pacemaker of the heart. The correct answer here is the SA node. It's the heart's built-in timer, setting the rhythm for every beat. Other options like the AV node, bundle of His, and Purkinje fibers all play important roles, but the SA node is the true leader, initiating the electrical signals that keep the heart pumping smoothly. This question is a key part of understanding how our cardiovascular system works. Let's take a moment to focus on an important question from human anatomy. Which is the largest artery in the human body? The options are the pulmonary artery, carotid artery, femoral artery, and the aorta. The correct answer is the aorta. It's the main highway for blood leaving the heart, carrying oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body. Knowing this helps us understand how the circulatory system supports life. Let's focus on the heart's role in circulation. The question asks, which chamber pumps oxygenated blood to the entire body? The correct answer is the left ventricle. It's the powerhouse, sending oxygen-rich blood out through the aorta to every organ and tissue. The other chambers have different jobs. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs, the right ventricle pumps blood to the lungs, and the right atrium collects deoxygenated blood from the body. Understanding this is key to grasping how our cardiovascular system works. Let's take a moment to focus on a key fact from human anatomy and physiology, the normal pH of human blood. The correct range is between 7.35 and 7.45. This narrow window is crucial because even slight shifts can affect how our body functions. It's a detail that's often tested, so knowing this range helps us prepare and succeed in pharmacy studies, especially in the Karnataka curriculum. Keep this number in mind as a foundation for understanding bodily balance. Let's take a closer look at this question from the Karnataka pharmacy study. It asks which blood cells are mainly responsible for transporting oxygen. The options include white blood cells, platelets, lymphocytes, and red blood cells. The correct answer is red blood cells. They carry oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body. This is a fundamental concept in human anatomy and physiology, and it's key to understanding how our circulatory system supports life. Here's a quick look at a key question from the Karnataka pharmacy study. We're asked to identify the oxygen-carrying pigment in red blood cells. The correct answer is hemoglobin. That's option B. It's what gives blood its red color and carries oxygen throughout the body. Other options like bilirubin, melanin, and myoglobin have different roles, but hemoglobin is the star when it comes to oxygen transport in red blood cells. Let's focus on this question from the Karnataka pharmacy study. It asks which blood cells are primarily involved in defending the body. The correct answer is white blood cells, or WBCs. These cells play a crucial role in our immune system, fighting off infections and keeping us healthy. The other options, red blood cells, platelets, and erythrocytes, have different functions, but it's the white blood cells that act as our body's defenders. This is a key concept in human anatomy and physiology. Let's take a closer look at this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. It asks what platelets are mainly involved in. The correct answer is blood clotting. Platelets play a crucial role in stopping bleeding by forming clots. They're not directly responsible for hormone secretion, immunity, or oxygen transport. Those functions belong to other cells and systems. Understanding this helps us connect the dots between anatomy and physiology, and how different components work together to keep us healthy. Let's take a closer look at this question from human anatomy. It asks about the functional unit of the kidney. The correct answer here is the nephron. The nephron is the tiny structure that actually filters blood and forms urine. While the glomerulus is part of the nephron, it's not the whole unit. The other options, alveolus and neuron, belong to the lungs and nervous system respectively. Understanding the nephron is key to grasping how our kidneys work. Let's focus on the main site of gas exchange in the lungs. The correct answer here is alveoli. These tiny, balloon-like structures are where oxygen and carbon dioxide actually swap places between the air we breathe and our bloodstream. The other options, bronchi, trachea, and bronchioles, are important airways, but they don't handle the gas exchange itself. Understanding this is key to grasping how our respiratory system keeps us alive and well. Let's look at this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. Which muscle is primarily responsible for inspiration? The correct answer here is the diaphragm. It's the main muscle that contracts to draw air into the lungs. Other options like the trapezius, rectus abdominis, and intercostal muscles play different roles, but they're not the primary drivers of inspiration. Understanding this helps us grasp how breathing works at a fundamental level. Let's look at this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. It asks us to identify the largest organ in the human body. The options include the liver, brain, lung, and skin. The correct answer here is the skin. It's easy to overlook because we often think about internal organs, but the skin is actually the largest organ, covering our entire body and serving many vital functions. This question helps us reinforce some essential human anatomy knowledge as we prepare and succeed in our studies. Let's take a moment to focus on a key question from human anatomy. Which is the largest internal organ in the human body? The correct answer here is the liver. It's a vital organ with many functions, from detoxifying chemicals to producing important proteins. This question helps us anchor our understanding of the body's structure, which is essential for anyone preparing in pharmacy or health sciences. Knowing this fact sets a strong foundation as we move forward. Let's look at a key question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study, focusing on human anatomy and physiology. The question asks, what's the functional unit of the nervous system? The correct answer is the neuron. It's the basic building block that transmits signals throughout the body. Other options like nephron, sarcomere, and alveolus belong to different systems. Understanding these units helps us prepare and succeed in mastering complex biological concepts. Let's take a moment to focus on this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. It asks which part of the brain controls balance and coordination. The correct answer is the cerebellum. This small but mighty region plays a crucial role in keeping us steady and coordinated. The other options, hypothalamus, medulla oblongata, and cerebrum, have important jobs too, but balance is the cerebellum's specialty. This question helps us sharpen our understanding of human anatomy and physiology. Let's focus on a key question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. Which hormone lowers blood glucose levels? The correct answer here is insulin. Insulin plays a crucial role in regulating blood sugar by helping cells absorb glucose. Other options like thyroxine, adrenaline, and glucagon have different functions, but they don't lower blood glucose. Understanding insulin's role is fundamental in human anatomy and physiology, especially when preparing for pharmacy exams. This question helps us learn, prepare, and ultimately succeed. Let's take a moment to focus on this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. It asks, which gland is known as the master gland? The correct answer is the pituitary gland. This little gland plays a huge role in regulating many bodily functions by controlling other glands. It's a key player in human anatomy and physiology, especially important for anyone preparing in the medical or pharmacy fields. Understanding this helps us see how the body maintains balance and coordination. Let's look at this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. It asks which hormone increases blood calcium levels. The correct answer is parathyroid hormone, or PTH. This hormone plays a key role in regulating calcium in the body, raising blood calcium when it's too low. Other options like thyroxine, insulin, and calcitonin don't have this effect. Understanding how PTH works helps us grasp how the body maintains balance in vital minerals like calcium. Here's a quick check-in from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. We're looking at a multiple-choice question on human anatomy, specifically, the structural and functional unit of skeletal muscle. The correct answer here is the sarcomere. It's the tiny, repeating unit inside muscle fibers that actually contracts and makes movement possible. The other options, alveolus, nephron, and neuron, belong to different systems entirely. This question helps us focus on the basics that build up muscle function. Let's focus on this question from the Karnataka Pharmacy study. It asks which vitamin is essential for normal blood clotting. The correct answer is vitamin K. This vitamin plays a crucial role in helping our blood clot properly, preventing excessive bleeding. The other options, vitamin A, C, and D, are important for different functions, but when it comes to clotting, vitamin K is the key player. This kind of question helps us prepare for exams by reinforcing vital concepts in human anatomy and physiology. We've reached the final question in our Karnataka Pharmacy study series. Here, we're asked about the major site of nutrient absorption. The correct answer is the small intestine. That's where most nutrients from our food get absorbed into the body. The other options, like the esophagus, stomach, and large intestine, play important roles, but absorption happens mainly in the small intestine. This wraps up our focus on human anatomy and physiology for today. Let's keep building on this foundation as we learn and prepare to succeed. We've reached the final revision in our Karnataka Pharmacy study series. This last question asks about the normal human body temperature, with options ranging from 35 to 41 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is 37 degrees, the standard baseline for a healthy body. It's a simple fact, but one that's essential in many medical contexts. Thanks for sticking with us through all 25 questions. You're well prepared to succeed. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.